So will you get loose skin after weight loss, even with keto? Hey folks, my name's Allie. Let's get started. So I've actually already made a video about my experiences with loose skin after losing lots of weight. I lost 170 pounds on a keto or very low carb diet, and I'll link that video down below. But the main gist was that yes, I have it, and it doesn't really affect me. There's been one instance where it negatively affected me, but for the most part, I don't even think about it. And so I have received questions about, people worried about loose skin and asking whether I think that they'll have it after they lose weight. And for me, I think you'd be able to tell if you have loose skin depending on what your skin's like now while you're overweight. I'm going to try and find some pictures to illustrate this for you. If you're one of those people, and I actually had some male family members like this, where you have more of like a big belly, but the skin on the belly is actually tight, meaning you don't have lots of dimples or stretch marks, you might be able to lose weight and not have lots of loose skin or any loose skin at all. And this is just my own theory. It feels like people who have that tighter belly, even though it's a big belly or, bigger arms, whatever the body part is, it looks more like the fat's towards the inside. It's more visceral, meaning it's around the organs more, which is actually less healthy, actually. But then you have the other type of people, and it looks like their fat is more subcutaneous, which means that it looks like their skin is more dimply. They might have stretch mark skin from having it been stretched out for so long. And so that was me. Throughout my whole life I was fat. So I was fat for a really long time. So my skin just got used to it. It was dimply and it was already a little bit stretched out anyway. It was already a little bit loose. So for me, I knew that losing weight would cause me to have some loose skin. So if you already have that type of skin where it's really soft and you can tell that there's fat underneath there, right underneath the skin, I think you might have experiences with looser skin after you lose weight. Like I mentioned, time frames mean a lot when it comes to having loose skin after weight loss. I was fat all my life, so I definitely had it. But if you maybe just gained weight in the last year, maybe you were pregnant. Some pregnant women don't have lots of loose skin or any loose skin at all. My mom had 3 kids, but in my teens, she was still wearing bikinis and I never saw loose skin on her. So it just really depends, and it's not even entirely genetic. My mom doesn't have issues with it, but I do. So it really just depends on, your body and the experiences that your body has been put through. So I think that the best way that you can tell is look at your skin now. Is it tighter? Are there lots of stretch marks? If it is tighter and there aren't that many stretch marks and it's not dimply, you might not have issues with loose skin. But if you're the opposite and your skin has stretch marks and it's dimply and it looks kind of like it has lots of cellulite, and it's loose and soft, then I would say you probably, this is just my opinion, you probably would have issues with loose skin. Now I have read some things online about trying to prevent it or get rid of it. I've heard about dry brushing, which is where you just take like a brush, right before you go in the shower, and you brush all over and you try and bring blood to that skin so that the blood can heal it, I think. You might want to try that. I tried it for like a month and then I was just like, I don't think this will do anything, but maybe it'll work for you. Maybe it has worked out there for them, so I don't know. Then you also just have moisturizing. I would say, they always say to pregnant women, moisturize your belly so it doesn't have those stretch marks. Well, if you already have the stretch marks, if your skin is already, stretched out and it's already getting loose, then that might not help once you start losing. It may, but I don't think any of these are really going to be like the magic pill that are going to fix your loose skin. And then finally, a lot of viewers reply on my videos about intermittent fasting and how it can help you get rid of loose skin. And apparently there's a doctor out there, Dr. Fung, F-U-N-G, and they always say that, intermittent fasting will help you through autophagy, which is where your body eats itself. I'm not a fan of intermittent fasting. I've tried it 3 times now. Just not for me, and I honestly don't think if you have lots of loose skin, like a lot of loose skin, I don't think it would really help. But I don't know. I'm not an expert on autophagy or anything like that. So if you want to try those, I say go for it. They probably don't hurt anything, but I don't really have much experience with those. But this brings me to my most important point, is that if you are overweight, I get so many comments about people asking me about loose skin and they just sound so afraid of it. I want to hold those people by the shoulder and I want to look them in the eye and I want to say, please don't let that fear hold you back. If you're overweight and because of that you're depressed and you feel trapped by your habits and your body and you feel unhealthy and you know your doctor's telling you that you're going to have these issues, I just want to tell you that loose skin is the least of your worries. From my own experience, I can tell you that life is 10 times, maybe 20 times better than it used to be. Yeah, I have loose skin. Yeah, I mean, you know, sometimes I think about it, but really it's not an issue. You know, I wear clothes like a normal person, so you can't really tell. And I don't know, it's just other people don't see it, other people don't care about it, you know. Like it's not an issue. So if you're overweight and you're using that loose skin excuse maybe to help you keep your bad habits because maybe you just don't really want to change, so you're looking for all those excuses and you're thinking, oh, I'll have loose skin anyway. That's not a good excuse. I promise you, you will feel better, you will feel healthier and happier if you get down to a healthy weight. Now, I'm not saying everybody who's overweight is unhappy, but I'm saying if your overweight body is causing you to feel sad, it's causing you to feel unhealthy, and it's causing you medical issues, yes, you're going to feel better once you lose weight. And these are just secondary things after having better health, but you'll feel more attractive, you'll feel more confident, you'll feel more accepted by others. You'll feel really accomplished and brave. But most importantly, you will feel empowered, like you have taken control of your life and that you have control over your own destiny and what's going to happen to you. You know, just in my experience, and I talked about this in my other video on loose skin, but things were spiraling out of control. You know, my sleep habits were a mess, my finances were a mess, and it was all due to me being so self-conscious and so depressed because of the way that I looked and the way that I felt because I was overweight, morbidly obese. But now that I've lost the weight, things have changed. Every facet of my life is better. And I want that to be out there for everybody. If you are unhappy because you're overweight and you feel unhealthy, I urge you, please do not let loose skin or the fear of loose skin get in your way of losing weight. Don't let it be an excuse. Don't let it, you know, scare you from losing the weight. Well, folks, it's going to be a shorter video today, but I really wanted that PSA out there because I get so many questions about it on my YouTube and on my Instagram. And so, yeah, I mean, please take care of yourself. You will feel, I promise you, 10 times better, happier, healthier, more confident if you lose weight and get down to a healthy weight. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to my channel. And if you want to find me on Instagram, my name is keto_Ally. I also have a blog. It's AllyMcWowie.com, which I'm finally updating. I have time now because it's summer. And I have a Facebook as well. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. Have a good one. Bye. I feel like a doll. This is like very light cotton. It's like doll fabric for like a doll. I don't know. So I was thinking I might kind of turn this end of the video portion into like, you know, just kind of like updates or question time. So question time, here we go. This one was one from this was one of the comments from my YouTube video, and it was from Keto Diamond. I'm gonna read it from here because I'm filming with my phone. So she asked, do you think that fat needs to be higher intentionally? It helps keep hunger at bay, especially in the beginning. I think that's up to you. You know, I'm that person who's just gonna say whatever works for you to help you lose weight is what you should do. So yeah, definitely in my experience, when I started, I wasn't really counting calories that much, and I did focus on that higher fat percentage before I figured out, oh, calories matter, you know, I should probably be watching that fat intake. So yeah, like maybe the first week or so, I just kind of got used to the food before I was really seriously tracking calories. And I mostly stuck to that 20-gram carb limit per day. So if that helps you get used to the food, eating those really good foods like steak or, you know, barbecue or pulled pork, or ribs or things like that, if that helps you get started, then do that, okay? But just remember, you know, if you notice that you're gaining weight or if you notice that you're not losing weight, you might want to try and pull back on that fat percentage, start tracking your calories, you know, and make sure to hit that protein goal. So, yeah, that's my answer for that. You know, it's going to be different for everybody. Again, you guys, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.